Hello and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. My name is Syken and today we're going to continue the Royal Rumble campaign. It's an important milestone in this quite slogfest-ish campaign with 90 plus mods that are all hardcore, as we are about to retaliate. We are going for the first Chosen very early in the game. It's only month number 6, we just barely went there. But boy oh boy, that hunter is just getting on my nerves, and if we could secure his rifle, that'll be an awesome grab for our sniper, just because it is essentially with death from above, a built-in serial every single round. It is also a fully upgraded rifle, and the sidearm ignores armor, so it would be as if we would be carrying armor penetrating rounds on top of the normal ammunition that we're carrying. Very, very good stuff if we could pull it off. And of course, he would no longer be able to launch his nasty dark events or appear on any of the retaliation missions. Matter of fact, there are only upsides to it, but of course, things come with a price. It's not that simple. And since it is a difficult mission, I brought the absolute A team. DDG, Grell, Sonar, Cannon, Hawkbite, and, well, Bubble is not in the A team, but I needed a second Grenadier, and for now I need to figure out how we're going to deal with the kind of dual Grenadiers strategy, or alternatively, there needs to be another soldier of us that does have Shredder. I definitely need 2 shredding parties, because Euler is not only shredding, but he's also removing cover, and it's just a little bit too much on one character. If he gets disabled, we have a problem. So we need to have better tools in the future to bypass armor, one of which is armor penetrating rounds. So just to take a look here, this is a new item. That's the deployable turret. I went to the black market, sold a few more corpses, and effectively purchased the first deployable turret. Let's see how good that item is. If it is completely OP, then we're limiting it to 1 item. I want a fair kind of representation of all of the items in the game, and the custom items might be a little bit over the top, but my understanding is it actually deploys a normal turret that is normally upgraded as per the weapon tiers, so I would expect at this point 8 to 10 damage. I am hoping that it is a dual firing turret, so with 2 actions per round, and as you can imagine, in a situation with the sarcophagus, that would be fantastic, because we're just deploying it and it shoots every single round. Just adding some more DPS. Yeah, elsewise, grenades, vests to get extra hit points, couple of mind shields, because I'm not sure if we're walking into psionically active characters, and then of course Sonar, because he's wearing the shield. I this time went, instead of Talon rounds, with the better hit chance, so that he at least hits something. Upgraded weapons, upgraded everything. The only thing that is not upgraded, of course, as you can see, are the heavy cannons and the sniper. That's a bit of a shame, but I don't want to wait another month. This month was good, it was calm, and we could really use that extra equipment that we're getting. So, without further ado, let's jump into the mission and give it a go. Look at that, we landed. It's time to locate the Ascension Chamber, and I have no idea how difficult or not difficult this is going to be, but I can already tell my spider senses are tingling. We might run into quite a few enemies here. Alright, everybody in full cover, with the exception of good old Hawkbite and Sonar. Good. Overwatch. Good. We're already hearing some sounds.
In case you're wondering if I've left some surprises for you along the way, the answer is yes. Think of it as a warm-up before
Good. We need to get through here. That door is already open, so I am fully expecting that we're going to see something. Let's just double check. Any enemies right next here? Does not appear to be the case. No, does not appear to be the case. Opening the door.
Well, we weren't expecting to sneak in here.
Oh,
These things out.
what are we witnessing? Mutant Demolisher. Okay, I think it's suffice to say that we won't get away with not using anything, right? By the way, please open the door. Thank you. Heavy trooper. Heavy everything. I mean, look. This here would be a 4-man, 3-man hit. Can't hit 4 people, but I can remove the cover of most of them. Yeah, so that here, oh boy, there we go. That here sounds like a decent position. Grenades in XCOM are the worst, really. Good, finally. Good, salvo. Should remove most of the cover. That extra explosion. Increases the ease of just killing enemies. That here would be a kill and a little bit extra damage. Hope it's charging in. Oh, damage control. I see how it is. Well, never mind then. Good, so quick lightning hands over here as a free action. That one is okay, that one is okay. Let's just hit the elite officer. Good, 2 out of 3 we're hitting, that's good. And we're finishing with a face-off. Lots of cooldowns used, but no consumables, and that's the important part. Okay, so far so good. We still got a couple more enemies to chew through. Let's start with that bio-assault trooper here. Alright, Euler's chain shot just worked like a charm. Love it. Alright, reopening the door. Apparently the door compartment is blocked here. Okay, cool. Now finally it works. Could move up to here. Just kill the mutant. Get implacable and untouchable, which is not the worst combination. Good. I think we need to kill that elite officer as well. Grell moves in.
You want some more?
Good. Run and gun it is. We just need to rest a bit after this short but rather fierceful encounter. Nice, an LRM core, we can definitely use that. And we got implacable plus untouchable, so we're just going straight next to the Shaguth. Bubble moves in. And Bubble marks it. Good. Plus shreds it. That should trigger Blade Storm. Very nice. Untouchable, baby. Good. We need to feed Hawkbite a couple of kills to get his focus up. Very good. Nice. So, let's see. We could move further. Or get through the hangar. Just trying to see where we need to go. I think the Ascension Gate might be somewhat up here. I'm trying to get glimpses through the fog of war.
If you say so. Not a problem.
Good. With yellow alert, I wouldn't be so sure as to say that the enemies are not going to join us. That might happen any moment.
I hope it's worth it. Moving to position. Advent troops here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so what's the plan, Syken? What is the plan? I think one of the plans is to rat this one here out. Fantastic. Very good. Purge Commando. I don't like the sounds of it. Somehow he still remains within low cover. Can't really understand why that is. But we could finish him. %80 shot unfortunately missed. That is indeed quite unfortunate. I think we can teamwork over. Don't need to use that in the future. Let's try that again. Okay, cool. So far so good. Wow.
It's still moving. Target neutralized.
Good. Implacable, untouchable. Got a drone, got that commander. I don't want to go into the open. But I also want to kill the python. Yeah, I think we're okay. Fantastic. Deflected the tongue grab. Nice. Good job, Hawkbite. You're the man. Not sure why we're shooting at poor Hawkbite here. It's a 50-50 chance to deflect, by the way, and Hawkbite is doing a great job in trying to do exactly that. Untouchable. Yep. Okay, cool. 0 damage. There we go.
Incoming over here. Getting a little too warm over here.
Well, remember how I said at the beginning we want to keep it slow, couple of rounds.
I have to say I'm rooting for you. These things are
Apparently that was not the case.
specialists.
I like that idea with the purifier, but it needs some more setting up. Okay, and we're going to do exactly that. Set up. I want to make sure that Hawkbite gets his extra focus. This here may kill the Purge Commander on top. And we're immune to the explosion, so that's actually quite helpful. Super Heavy Turret is of course not exactly very helpful. Good, let's hit the Viper. That's a little extra damage, very good. Can't really
Orders confirmed.
go through the fire without expending charges, which I of course don't want. Hence, time to get that python down.
Eliminate. My ammo's running low.
Untouchable still, very good. Good. Bubble moves up. Let's deal with that Purge Commando.
Right on the mark.
This gets us in a great position for Haywire Protocol. I like it. Alright, reload, and let's get that commando down. Finally. We're parrying because we're out of reach. And let us double check what we could do with that super heavy turret. The shutdown wouldn't really work.
Disabling security.
Alright, never mind. Just getting Grell away from here and we should be fine. Because that guy will potentially shoot into parry. Yep, there we go. And we can deal with the turret in a second.
This game was a lot more fun when you followed the rules. Well, if you're not going to play nice, neither will I.
Good. Time to remove the Overwatch here.
Went off the armor.
Good. We're moving a bit further. 6 points of damage. Let's just take the secured 6 points of damage. As Hawkbite really doesn't care much about that fire at all. I just want the last focus. Fantastic. Door is open. I don't know if that is a good sign.
Finally.
Good. Moving to set tower. AP rounds are working very well.
I'm going.
And so does Euler's gun. Apparently the game didn't like that a lot, and it seems like a time to shortly restart the client. No clue why it's always crashing. Good, we are back. I replayed the exact turn. We just killed the turret with cannon, and we still got that other turret just waiting over there. Might as well parry here.
Got it covered.
And move into cover. Alright, so far so good. And it's interesting. Oh. How is it not stopping? An interesting turn of events that we're continuing to fight over and over and over. And apparently it's not stopping.
Now about how I will defeat you for the glory of the elders. But let's be real. I just like to kill things.
Well, you know what? I mean, we could, slightly speaking, withdraw. Hawkbite could attack and then go here, which would be very much out of line of sight, except the Elite Lancer. Got a nice little kill zone setup. And we could kill the Lancer with it, really. Centurion is too far away.
Good to go.
Look, I mean... Are we going to use our next grenade? Let's think. Is there a lot of cover in the final room? Potentially not. Now is a good time to actually deal with cover. Problem is, these guys have a rock solid formation. If we're now withdrawing, they need to come to us. Would be quite helpful. Can kill the Lancer and then come back. I think that's the play here. Knowing when to pull back is actually quite helpful. So, let's do that. Hawkbite starts.
Righteous strike. The overhead for now.
And we could go all the way to here. This here is a bit too dangerous for my liking. Or we could do that, which actually is potentially even better. Because some of them might be able to run and gun. This here might not be too bad. Let's do it. I like it.
I'm thankful for the armor.
Alright, okay, we're still fine. Running and gunning.
Double time.
Lancer is history. With that Lancer, we also got implacable and untouchable. Which means if we're now going over here, we should be fine. Good. Decent. I would love to take on a better position here. Because Euler currently cannot see anything. This unfortunately is too exposed and there is no other cover around. I need something right here. A pylon would be fantastic, but we're not playing Long War, so that's not a free action. Instead, moving to here and overwatching. Overwatching with bubble. Could give sonar and overwatch. Let's do that with threat assessment. Sonar gets an overwatch. And we're overwatching as well. So only 2 to 3 of them can actually get in range. There's the first hit. Guardian. Guardian, unfortunately, she had no ammunition left.
There you go.
Blade Storm missed, but we had a really nice hit here. Untouchable. By the way, where's my exactly kill zone? It didn't really work as intended, but it wasn't a complete disaster either.
Deflection. Remind me to thank Sid for the armor.
Is that a new pack? I think it is. Okay, wow. Well,
Let's not forget the sweet deal they cut us. I take you out, and this world is mine. Think of all the fun we'll have.
lovely. Good. A Legionnaire, I think, needs to die. 100%, 9 points of damage. We're looking at 5-8, so this guy is toast.
Okay, so I got one.
Hair trigger for another Overwatch, which I absolutely love to hear. We got to deal with these pranksters here. 11 plus 3, and the other guy is like what? 11 plus 1. Okay, we need to soften them up a little bit. Well, that looks quite good. Moving to here. And time to kill that mutant Centurion. That will give us Implacable Untouchable.
Enemy eliminated. My ammo's running low.
Ready to engage.
Rel could Overwatch again. Free reload here. What are we dealing with? 76. Problem is, this guy has a lot of armor still. So it would be perfect if we could just remove all of the armor. We're charging through here. The turret will get us yet again. Not really what I want. On the other hand, it will block future damage because they will focus on Hawkbite. So might as well take a tower shot. Alright, he just crowd controlled him very nicely. Like it. So let's try to mark him at least. Not great, but okay for now. Overwatching with Grell. Overwatching with Cannon. Good. Time to fan fire.
It hit the plate.
Triple hit. I'll take the 100% shot just to get him really, really, really low. And what we want to do is we want to move to here. That is Bladestorm territory. So whatever he does, he will take a hit, which hopefully will kill him. He is definitely in level range. Alright, keep on fighting against him. Alright, so a couple of things here. Number one, clearly this mutant needs to die. There are no two ways about it. Hawkbite chips away at that guy. Getting him down. Good, we're continuing to advance. We unfortunately don't have enough ammunition left over. And the turret could fire as well, so that is unfortunate.
It is clear.
But we can take a bit of a risk here. 100%.
That armor's tough.
Very good.
That armor's tough.
Alright, finally.
Neutralized. No rounds.
Those guys have already added. Might as well move to here. Wow. What a fight.
Tired of waiting around. Scanning.
Overwatching. And bubble reloads. Oh no, he had free reload. Ah, that was a bit of a waste. Untouchable. Yep, there you go. And Overwatch, which really doesn't mean a lot.
Oh, but I get it. You will do what is needed. You will never give up the fight. For you are XCOM. And you
Very good.
are going to die.
Sure thing.
Good. We're moving in. Time to kill that turret.
That's how it's done.
Hair trigger for free action. And shall I say that shall I dare to say that we actually handled that, all things considered, reasonably well.
What's over there? Solid copy.
Good. I think we should regain some of the cooldowns now. Let's do an assessment of the inventory. We used 2 grenades, right? Not perfect, but it was needed. We haven't used any healing supplies yet. Granted, Hawkbite has taken 2 points of damage, so did Bubble, but I think that's nothing to write home about yet.
I often wonder, Commander, if you told them what you saw in the Elder's Chamber.
And other than that, we're good.
What's to come? No, you could
This here is the final room.
be home screaming now if you did.
Good. Very good. Let's move up.
Already there. No need to off twice. Moving on target location.
Really same positioning as before. And let's hope we're not getting ambushed from the left side. That would really suck.
It's times like these.
What are our cooldowns? How do they look? So we're fine in reload. Cooldowns are available as far as I can tell.
Must be so exhilarating.
Just one more round reloading.
Switch places. Almost.
Moving to Overwatch. Got it covered. Scanning. Got it covered. I'll maintain.
Okay, perfect. So far it's actually going relatively well.
So, what do you really think will happen if you win today? Planning to hop over to the Elder's ancient crypt, strike down the very gods, save humanity, and reclaim the world? Not
Good. That looks quite good. I like it. No interruption, full cover. Hawkbite gets into position.
Let's move already.
I'm going.
And almost everybody else has a decent cover position.
Senses are I'm on it. Scanning. On Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Not sure if there's even a pack left. I think we attacked the last pack that was in here.
actually fighting me today, aren't you? If not, would you please do me the courtesy and die already? The suspense is killing me.
Energy signature directly ahead.
All right, so that's the platform we were looking for.
Device of some kind. Understood. Looks like we found our way out of here. All right, I'll go. I can handle that.
Good, Hawkbite moves in. And I think we're golden.
Good to go.
Can't really hear anything.
Come get some.
Moving to Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
So unless there is, well, there could be a pack coming from here, but that is very unlikely. Hawkbite scouts, and we are finding ourselves right on the brink of getting into that ascension gate.
No need to ask twice.
Got it. Got it.
Good, cool, very cool. Limited resources used, and we were actually doing quite well. 3 pretty sizable packs, I might say. And all things considered, that was good. Let's see how they modified the chosen chamber.
I'm trusting you here. I'm going.
My understanding is that that is part of the quote-unquote Golden Path missions, so it should actually be
Well done, Menace 1-5.
changed.
You on the other side.
Different spawns, maybe harder enemies that show up. We do have a deployable turret, and the idea is really to save our cooldowns, get as close as possible to the sarcophagus, spawn the hunter, get him down in one turn, if possible, via cover removal and just generally unloading on him, and then completely and utterly try to destroy the sarcophagus. I'm hoping that with the necessary preparation, that it could be possible to do that in one turn. We don't have beta strike, so the sarcophagus will not have extra hit points, and we should be fine. So far things are actually going quite well. We could use this extra weapon, right? So I'm happy that we've made it so far. Good. So, time for a little fun. Couple of things I don't want to trigger immediately. Never mind. Apparently, I definitely want to trigger absolutely and 100% immediately. Wait, that Vanguard has Blade Storm. No, 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 no. I'm not falling for that.
Moving to fire position. Getting it done.
Good. Barely into a flankable position, and this guy needs to die. No, no, no. I'm not falling for that. That's the oldest trick in the world. Alright, this is not triggering the hunter yet. We've removed cover. Perfect. Great. Fantastic.
That armor's tough.
Something over here. Woo! You see that?
Good. Advanced stock. Not exactly what I was hoping for,
It is clear.
but still okay.
Moving out. Closing on.
Okay, fantastic. So the idea is we're going to get run and gun back. There's no enemy here. We're reloading the guns that have taken shots. And we are slowly but very surely going to move up here. And are getting ready to infiltrate that hellhole.
Already there.
Okay, fantastic. So, cannon moves up. Hobbite moves up. Grell moves up.
Moving around.
And really what we want to do is, since there's no more enemy, we want to get as close as possible. I think the line is somewhere here. If I am remembering correctly, that should not trigger. Okay, fantastic.
Moving to designated position.
Let's move already.
If you say so. All right.
Well, that's close enough so that with a single blue move action, we can get to the front or to the sides here. I think I want him in the front as well. Let's just double check something real quick. Question is this triggering the Chosen already? The answer is no. Okay.
Come get some. Affirmative. Covering now.
Good. We won an action there. Okay, cool. And it, by the way, ends the turn, but I don't know if it would with Salvo. Anyhow. Let's see, we'll trigger him. So, say what you have to say, Hunter.
All right. We've faced these things before and we can do it again. No matter what happens today, only one side is leaving this place alive.
That is so true. That is so true. Only one side is leaving this place alive today.
I hope it's worth it.
Alright, this should easily shred him. Like it. Can we... 96. You know what? Of course, let's go. That's a nice little shred. Plus some extra damage. Love it. Good. Let's amplify him. Because why not? Means we need to take less shots against him. Oh, I forgot. I already moved. Okay, run and gun it is. Yes, please. Should have just attacked with Hawkbite, but okay. This is also fine. 31 points of damage. Amplified. Nice. That wasn't the worst. I think that was actually quite good. 80 hit points on the sarcophagus.
Doctor, the device appears to be some sort of psionic capacitor, transferring tremendous amounts of psionic energy directly to the Chosen, restoring them. No wonder these things don't die.
Good. Teamwork into more damage on that sarcophagus. Yeah, trigger, baby. Let's go. Good. Moving up. And now it is one shot. Good damage. I like it. Couple of extra shots. Very good damage. Down to 37. It's not a super heavy turret yet. But it certainly deals some extra damage.
Heading out.
Good. And Bubble is responsible for dealing even more damage to it. So, we've unloaded almost all of our operatives. Have hit the sarcophagus and it is nearly down. A single Advent officer. Well, I think we can handle that.
Need to find some new cover.
And a Banshee. Straight from the woods they come. Come on, Guardian. Yes, my dear. Come on, Guardian. No? Okay. Well, close enough. Main priority, the sarcophagus. XCOM super heavy turret helps us here. There we killed it.
That's a good thing. Yes, the regeneration process has been interrupted. Readings on the capacitor indicate it has become highly unstable. Then let's target that Chosen with everything we've got.
Good. Time to hit the Banshee.
I got it, right?
Alright, the lead officer.
Not a problem.
Just needs some shredding and I think we should be fine. Still not yet a kill. Well, close enough, but with a hair trigger. That just turned into a massive kill. The Chosen starts to come up here. We are ready. Euler reloads, and Hawkbite frankly just needs to get up here so he can go to the Chosen next turn.
I'll keep it under watch.
Here I come.
Krell moves over and overwatches this side.
Overwatch.
Hunter comes back, 66% of hit points. So this is actually quite easy now. Guardian. Oh yeah, well, this guy is completely going to lose. No, that was not supposed to happen. You're right. Well, the mods are good. I should maybe look into fixing that spawn chamber mod, which should have made the spawn chambers here a little bit more difficult. Not saying this was disappointing. Sometimes you need a fresh breath, and the campaign will become crazy enough, but compared to the other stuff, like,
It wasn't easy, but we managed to pull it off.
and as always, Bradford is so tone deaf. I just mentioned how easy it was compared to the other fights, and he's like, yeah, that wasn't easy. But when I'm knee deep into gore and blood with 7 berserkers running completely rampage on civilians, then Bradford will say, Commander, you gotta do better. Also saying acceptable, civilian casualties are too high, yada yada yada. You know the drill, right? So he just really doesn't know what a good performance and a bad performance looks like, or what hard and not hard looks like. Cool. With the Chosen gone, we do have his sniper, and so the Dark Lance and the offhand pistol, which will help us to further our grip. For the sniper, it's a complete game changer, as you are well aware, because we can use death from above in order to kind of reset every single time. With a superior advanced autoloader in it, it actually works well. The only criticism that I would have for that gun is I would have given it a superior extended magazine, because it doesn't really work that well with the kill zone. Euler takes Rupture, because that's just fantastic. And we only have 2 lightly wounded ones. Oh, he could... Hawkbite could team up with Bubble. Do we want that? Or do we want to wait that Hawkbite is actually teaming up with a Psy Operative, so that we do have a prime team? I really want a Psy Operative in this run. I'll wait. Dark Lance and Dark Claw, fantastic weapons. 2 Elerium cores, that is great. Almost motivates me to give the whole spark thing another try, but I won't do it, promise. I think we need a Wrath suit for our sniper. Not sure actually if we need that, because the turret was quite good. I mean, the grappling hook is great, but I would rather wait until or if we kill the Serpent King, then we would get one for free. Equally with the war suit. I mean, look, Sparks, great. But I don't have the supplies at the moment to joke around. We could do war suit into experimental heavy weapon. Yeah, let's wait for a second. Good, can't really remove anything here. Okay, good. So, next step, let's continue real quick. We don't need alien alloys at this point. What I would want to do is continue building the radio relay and hope that our weapon research actually finishes, because that is not going great either. We need more intel.
I will shed no tears for my fallen
Cool.
siblings, for they have long tempted their fate in the void.
Shall I scan for intel? I think that would not be the worst idea. Grenade and ammunition. That might also be good. That's effectively two Elerium cores. Yeah, let's get that going. We need a bit more utility items at this point, because I wanted to focus the main utility items somewhere else. Cool. So ultramarine, that would be the one where a massive what was it, alien is being released to the world. Wow, Advent couriers have been spotted in this area. They're being escorted by a large number of heavily armed Advent custodians. And we have the losts. Advent is unable to deploy at maximum strength. Advent forces reduce their presence in the area. But then they deployed custodians, which sort of is not really limited strength. Okay, so that would be an option. I like the scientist. Potentially will do this. Sabotage transmitter is a bloody difficult mission, though. Hive off the grid. Advent-controlled chrysalids have gone off the grid, roaming this area. Loss and what? The hunt? Psionic hunting squads. Okay, cool. Great. Hidden event. We don't know what it is. And the third one is loyalty amongst thieves, which... and a protect the device mission. So, look, I'm not trying to avoid the protect the device mission, but the loyalty amongst thieves is really not really good. I think this one here is the right way to go. Emily Perkins as a scientist, plus the ultramarine counter. That would go a long way. I think that is what we should be doing. The question is, how is our armory looking like? Well, I can tell you Prime Team is not going to go there, so it is very likely going to be the secondary team here that is actually going into this mission, which will be a fun change of pace. Let's just see what type of equipment is left over, and we're going to give that to them. I don't want to risk additional loss of equipment here. The one thing that I would love to see is, can we already take the chosen weapon? No, we cannot. Well, okay, this is going to be really interesting because I need to work with whatever crappy equipment we have. But I'll make something work. Bond training, fine. Wait, maybe it's not fine. No, we actually need an appropriate Murphy and Roby here. So, sorry guys. Your alone time has ended. Instead, the colonels can train together. Bond training apparently is not affected by tiredness or fatigue, which is cool. They are losing their tiredness and are doing bond training at the same time. That's good. I like it. Defense metrics almost done. Shadow chamber almost done. That is cool. Anything else we could buy, build? No. In terms of research, I'm still trying to upgrade the weapons. So there will be one last upgrade when we're getting the sniper rifles. And then psionics. And after that is done, I promise, pinky promise, then we're going to go through all of these lovely, lovely, lovely new items that are available. But I needed the base, the main research done first. So let's do that first, and I think we're good to go then. With beam weapons, we actually should be fine. Oh, one thing that I almost forgot is we wanted to locate that Raider HQ and get a promotion out of it. So, out of the majors, no one is available. Well, Hawkbite would be available in 1 day. So let's wait that 1 day, lightly wounded. And once that's gone, he should be available to be here. And we're then going to give him on a pretty wild ride, 11 days to go into the Phantom base. There might be an ambush, but he gets a promotion at the end, and we should be good. So finding that Raiders HQ, that should be fun. Good. If you want to see the Raiders HQ found, then do your due diligence and click that like button, because I was told that that gives out hints to where it is. Thank you for watching, and see you in 2 days, guys. Bye bye.